Drumbeat.
Are you okay?
Hello, everybody. Hello, Liz.
Hi,
We are
Liz.
Mad Scientists. I'm Mad Frankie. This is Violet Igor over here, and together we are the Mad Scientists. Where's your finger?
Wait,
That's
hold
better.
on, hold on. Okay. Now we gotta do this. Oh, look at that. Have you been practicing?
Lovely. Hello, Anne. Now I'm going to raise this up so I won't know who's coming in. So I will put that up. I think you should show people what you've been doing, and then we'll do something weird with me.
Okay. I want to say hi, Anne. Hi, Colleen. Welcome. I know Porla's going to be here soon. She thought she missed it, but we actually haven't gone live yet. What
And
I've got
Colleen.
here, okay, thank you. What I've got here is, there's Maxine. Hi.
Hi, Maxine.
I am making a small journal. It's going to be the size of this one. This is one I've made. It's going to be this size, very similar to this. Um, and this is with some of my painting papers. But I got a little ambitious. This is mat board, like you would put in picture frames. Yes, Porla, you're in time. And then I glued down painting paper from the gel plate. This is polymer clay that I've made and baked and now grunged up. Hi, Darcy. So this is
Hi,
the,
Paula.
let's see, have I got this correct? This is the back, this is the front, and this is the spine, and this is a piece of cardstock I'm preparing. Everything will be glued to this like this. And then that will be glued on there. And Fran and I talked about it today of
Maxine.
what I'm going to go do from there. So, we'll see. I have to grunge this up a bit more. I have some metal trim. This is a roll of metal trim that I was thinking of putting over top of this, the spine, um, grunging it up a bit. Another thing Fran and I talked about. So this is where I'm at. I don't get as much playtime as I would like because I do all the cooking and cleaning and housekeeping around here. And somebody's a slob, and it isn't me, but we won't say who. Ah, no, I'm just kidding. Um, so
I am loving the effect you've got on that with the did you tell people how you made um the piece that you colored in the first place?
oh, the grunge here.
No, the actual shapes on it.
You mean? Oh, I put this is polymer clay through an embossing folder through oh, we know which the name Foundry. I believe it's a Tim Holtz Foundry
Correct.
embossing folder, correct?
Correct. Yep, that's
So
it.
it was an experiment to see if the clay would even emboss, and I thought it did very well. Teresa, hi Teresa.
Hello, Teresa.
So yeah, I put all these pieces through the this one didn't take as well. You could see some of it, but I think what happened here is I was heavy-handed with the sand, definitely heavy-handed there, and I lost the embossing. But you'll laugh at me. I do not have an embossing machine, Fran. I
Mm-hmm.
usually run the embossing plates. Most of the ones I have are thin, so they will go through my pasta maker really nicely, and that's all I need to emboss.
Yeah, you need
Well,
to get Russ to drive the car over that one.
well, the one for this one, the Tim Holtz one, is quite thick, heavy embossing material, and it would not go through my pasta machine.
Uh-huh.
So I pretty much had to put the clay in the embosser folder, put the embossing folder on the floor, and stand on it. Oh, I stomped on this thing. I mean, that's how the first one I did was this one. You could see I didn't stomp hard enough. So this one I stomped harder and I got a better impression. It was kind of fun, but it
Yeah.
worked. And the sand, you can't, I don't know if you can see it. I love to feel things. And there's sand on here. The sand came from Sharon. Sharon sent me a bag of, believe it or not, sand, and I just sprinkled it all over. And then
I'm
there's
just going to the front door. I think something's just arrived. There won't be a sec. You carry on.
Go right ahead. The colors I used were, the clay starts out as some scrap clay that I just mushed together, and it ended up a black, an ugly black. Then I painted it silver. So I used Artist Loft silver. Yay, Teresa. And then I went over it to grunge it up. I used craft paint turquoise and Amsterdam acrylic burnt umber. 3 colors. That's all that's involved here. So when Fran and I were talking earlier that I want to put down some 3D effect, I have some small washers and whatever that I want to put on the cover to give it a 3D effect. And of course what I'm going to do with this is sand this, and then I'm going to grunge this up, and I'm going to find a different turquoise, one that's a little bit darker probably. And instead of
like the greener one.
What?
You could go for a slightly greener turquoise.
Exactly. That's what I think. And then instead of burnt umber, I'll use burnt sienna, which is more red than brown. And I'll just grunge this up. Maybe drive over it with my car too. Who knows? Yep. This is metal already, so I don't have to paint it silver. But I will sand it a bit to give it some texture for the paint to grip to. Tooth, that's the word. And then use heavy body gel to, sorry about the blurriness. My camera hasn't caught up yet. There we go. To place it down there. So we'll see how it goes. It takes me forever to do things. And in the meantime, I've been crocheting little leaves. I didn't show you those. I guess they're leaves. No. Little bitty tiny things. And I've also been making, this is a side project. I'm making a hat. So you just get to see that much of it. That's as far as I'm going. So yeah, the hands are always busy. Okay, I think I'm done, Fran. Are you ready to play?
Yeah.
Let me see what the comments are.
I'm just going to show people, this is the particular texture fades, 3D texture fades that you used on that polymer clay.
Okay.
It's called a 3D texture fades because it gives greater depth of impression onto whatever it is you're doing it on. So
yep,
I think these are wonderful. These things.
See how heavy that is, how thick it is? It's beautiful. Yeah. But it would not go through my pasta machine. It was too thick.
Quite thick.
And I'm not a skinny mini, so I stood on this to get the embossing into the clay. It's a very thin clay.
You might end up with very little clay left in your embossing folder. Well, you might be able to do card that way. Get Russ to drive the car over it.
Hey, if anyone's going to do that sort of thing, it's going to be me. He can watch and take video.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. In fact, he said to drive over it with the car, and I looked at him like, have I ruined him or what? You know, have I? I've got him thinking like me now.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'll just put that away. So let's see what I'm doing here.
And let me say hello to a few people. Okay. I said hello to my Teresa. Let's see. Oh, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Yes, Sharon's like me. When she's not streaming herself, she's off doing something else. We know.
I have a piece of card, just black piece of card I found. You could do this with Tyvek or anything, but I just thought a piece of card. I'm only going to use it for a small thing. So I'm just putting it on this cutting mat. And then to get a nice straight line, lining that up. Right, I'm just going to cut about that far. It doesn't have to be measured. So, and then I will do another one over there. This is slightly wider than the other one I just done.
Cardstock, you said?
It's just ordinary card. It's the Astro Brights, actually, a spare piece I had.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go from the top of that line and just curve it round to meet the other side, which I can see.
Hi, Penny. Hi,
There,
Crafting with
I
Kristen.
could be able to just slide it through. And I do the same with this one down here. A bit easier down here because I can put more weight on it. Doesn't have to be magically exact or anything. But now I've got two nice lines here. This is the one I did earlier, which is just to see if it would work. So I've now got a piece of card with a couple of lines in. Now, what on earth would I want that for? Well, I'm thinking, let me get this higher up. I'm thinking I'm going to put, this is the how far I've got with the painting of Naomi Giraffe. So I've put a basic yellow on, and then I did a little bit of the, I think it was either permanent maroon or the, no, I think it was the permanent maroon, yeah. And that added it to the Naples yellow, and that gave me a bit more colour. So I put that on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece of card with the slits over some of these texture paste stenciled sea dragons, and possibly over some of the turtles. I don't know, but definitely some of the sea dragons. I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to have rainbow colours? Well, in order to do that, you've got to mask off the rest, because I want to use sprays. And I've just got a whole load of sprays over here. So I'm thinking that's a light blue, and I've got a light green.
Teresa says, "Oh, look, Fran is getting ahead in this video."
What's that one? I've got a brown there. I wanted some more greens, but the ones I ordered didn't come through, so I can always add some yellows and yellow and some blues. So that's a blue. So, and I'm thinking rainbow. That's what I'm thinking. Silly me, but I must get rid of the matte. The matte is not going to help, but it doesn't matter so much if it goes underneath on the board.
Yeah.
So let's have a go, shall we? Let's have a go. So I'm going to be a light spray. I'm not going to use a lot because I don't want it to go absolutely everywhere. Says she, using lots.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Carrie. It must be late where you are, Carrie, but we're glad that you're here. Well, not too late. You're probably the same
time as it is here. 7:15 in Wales.
I was going to say,
unless he's American.
Yeah, you're the same time frame.
This is the mixed media shimmer light blue from Cadence Art and Hobby Paints. So I'm leaving that like that. So when I pull this up, I've got a stripe, a couple of stripes. So if I put that down again over, it's gone through, but if I put that down again over there, I can get another one the other side, but there's not so much there. So where are we on the, oh, well, let's move it round a bit like that.
Yeah, we can't see the dragons as well as you because they...
No, because they're pale. That's why I want to do this, you see. That will help to bring them out a bit as well. So I'm going to stick that there so that I can put that down without having it go over that, like that. So it's almost level. where the line is, like that, so I can spray into there.
Wouldn't a slip a piece of paper underneath there protect it too?
You could do, but I don't want to touch the wet paint.
Oh,
wet.
I see.
So I should have a purple up there somewhere. Light purple, yes.
Yep, Darcy says she's making Frankenstencils while she watches.
Oh, lovely. So there's another line. So I've now got 2 lines there. Yes, I got some paint on that one. And I think I'll do a big one next to that one. So I'll do similar. I've also got fuchsia. It wasn't one that I wanted quite so much. But there we go. What's that one? That's yellow. The other one was sunshine. That's sunshine. And that's yellow shimmer. That one. So I don't know if I'll use the shimmer. But this one is just fuchsia. So it's just the colour. And this is light fuchsia shimmer. I'm not sure about that one. It's going to be very pink, I think.
What brand?
It's all Cadence.
Okay. Quite nice colors.
A bit sideways. Look at that. Went all over my hand. So you've got to be careful of these sprays. And I think, ooh. What other colour shall I use? Oops. I think I might use, I didn't use the yellow shimmer, so I think I'll try a bit of that. If I hold it, it might be all right. Oh, definitely got to shake this one. I should have shook it before. An idiot. Oh, let's see if I can shake it up in
the vortex.
In the vortex. I bet that's already ruined it. No, it hasn't. Good up. So I want to add a little bit of the brown to that, dark brown, just because I want to. That's just an ink doesn't really need shaking up. These are all Cadence, these ones. I'm going to move this one further around. I'm just going to mop some of this up, actually. There's quite a lot of spray on that one. Let me get a tissue.
You would have loved seeing my hands last night when I was grunging these pieces up. My hands were looking like yours. I know.
That good.
Yeah, I almost took a picture to send you. It's like, well, then I have to touch my phone, and my hands were all icky.
Yeah. So I'm going to use light green, which is basically just a sort of mint, I think, almost. On this bit, I'm going to go over the yellow a bit because I want to turn the corner slightly.
Let's see. Paula says that the Cadence is lovely. I'm waiting on the amethyst shimmery one to arrive. Ooh.
Ooh, I didn't know there was an amethyst.
Oh, now you know.
Well, I'm going to add a little bit of this light purple to it. Because I think that's going to pick up some nice edges. Yes, I think so. Tissue, where's my tissue? Yeah, come back, tissue. I'm just going to mop it up. Don't want it to spray everywhere. And then I'm going to do another one next to it. And I think I'm going to do this darker blue. I don't know what they call it. It just says blue on it, but it's almost navy, I think. Oh, it's not navy.
No,
it's quite nice, actually.
It's like a midnight blue, and I like it. I really like it.
Yeah, I like it. There's also a white, but I've got white on there already, so I don't think I need white as well. Don't think I need any more colour on that one. I might look a little bit on the tail. Is this a shimmer? No, it's not, so it's all right. I don't need to shake it. Yeah. Oh, very pink. Not keen. Where's the dark fuchsia? I had it a moment. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. That's what happened to it.
Ooh, better get that before Rufus finds it and thinks it's dinner.
No, I don't think he'll think it's dinner. He's got quite a good sense of sniff.
Yeah.
Over that, I didn't like that. Yeah. So I've got a little bit more to do, I think, with the original yellow I used, which I can't remember what it was, so we'll just have to take a chance. It's the one that wasn't the shimmer, I think. So I'm going to do some more here because the sea dragon's arms are going off down here.
Candy, it's Cadence Sprays.
Cadence Mixed Media Shimmer, this one, and it's called Yellow. Might be Sari Yellow. It says Sari there, but that just might be part of a number. I don't know. Now, this is a shimmer, so I'm shaking.
Okay. Well, Fran, Porla says she saw you using it a few lives back, and that's why she ordered it. So she may have only been referring to the Cadence sprays, not necessarily the amethyst.
Maybe it just looked like amethyst color to her. But if there's one called amethyst, I want to know. I mean, I only managed to get some of these. Not all of them were available. Hello? You like that? Right, so that's blue there.
Wow.
So this is this one here that I've done. I haven't done much more to this one, so I'll do a bit more to that one. But I just want to catch up on that little blue. So that needs the smaller one because I want to catch the end of that. Which I think it was the... Oh, hi, Mariah. There we go. Just to finish that bit off. Right, that's that done. Yes, there we are. That's good. So I want to put something here. A lot of colours.
Yellow. Something yellow.
I've got yellow there already.
Oh, okay.
I want to use some blue there because I want to. Let's try the light blue. It's not my favourite, but it's got the shimmer, whereas the dark blue doesn't. Well, at least the one I've got doesn't.
Porla says she'll send you the link for the amethyst. Amethyst.
Oh, love.
Amethyst.
Thank you.
What was I saying? Blah, blah, blah.
Amethyst. Amethyst.
Kind of like my joke where the Wesley Wabbit went to Wabe Woolwee, and it was whiskey.
Where we whiskey?
Where we whiskey.
I'm going to add a little one there. Bend it round a bit. And I'm going to add, I think, the lighter green, this one. It's rubbish, this one. I'm not keen on it. Let's add a little touch of blue. This is the purple.
The one that won't spray correctly, stand it upside down so the liquid gets in there. Maybe the little thingy is clogged with some shimmer. And
there's no shimmer, it's just an ink.
Oh.
There we are.
There you
just
go.
Needed it.
Wow.
Time to think about it. Decide to come and join in. Come off the wall. I want to add a little bit more red to that because I want to see what it does.
These are Cadence. Mariah wants to know what kind of sprays. These are Cadence.
Mixed media sprays. Mixed media ink sprays, they call them. Mixed media ink sprays.
Yeah, they're not acrylic.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
They're water-based. Mind you, some acrylics are water-based as well.
So she's got Mariah, she's got a piece of tissue with the sea dragon stenciled on it,
Yeah.
and she's rainbow spraying the sea dragons now randomly.
Kind of randomly, yeah. I've got a bit of brown there. I might put a bit of brown here as well. It's this is dark brown. The blinking information here is so small I cannot see it. It's just impossible.
Here, let me have it. I'll read it for you. Ha ha ha.
There you go.
About near. If it could focus. Yeah, not helping any.
No,
no, it doesn't matter. You know what? I can go find the bottle online and read it better that way.
Better, yeah. But you could do the same with paint, you know, with a piece like that. If you just create yourself. If you create one out of Tyvek or Yupo or mineral paper, it's not going to go all soggy and floppy like my bit of Tyvek. I think it's going to need it for long. So, and I'm going to get a little bit of this purple, put it on my finger, and go over the rest of that because I only need it on that piece. It's probably going to tear quite well.
So Mariah wanted to know, are they shimmery? And
some are.
Some are.
This pale blue one is, and one of the yellows is shimmery, and I think one of the fuchsias is shimmery. And that this light green is supposed to be shimmery, but it's almost like a white. It's so terrible. They call it light green, but frankly, it sprays as a white. So, oh, that's not shimmery. That's why it sprays as a white. But there is a white as well. There is a white. So,
interesting.
And that also comes as a shimmer. So there's ordinary mixed media ink spray, and then there's mixed media shimmer. That might be interesting to add a little bit of white over things, just to see what happens without using the doodah. Let me shake it up first. You know what will happen if I don't. It will just block. I'm just going to, from a height, add a little speckle.
Oh, wow. Diane says, and hi, Diane, if I didn't say hello earlier. Mariah wants to know, can you hold that label up? The front.
I can try, but it's not focusing.
The front part where she can see the picture. Is that what she wants to see? Mixed media ink sprays. Spray ink paint.
Spray ink paint? Oh, yeah, spray ink paint.
And there's see that, Mariah?
Let me find one. What are you, Cooey?
Anne wants to know, are they permanent once dry? Farther up.
I don't know. I've not had them long enough to find out. I don't think so.
But your computer monitor, not closer to the camera. Oh, there you go. So anyone could see.
So this is the brown, and this is the yellow shimmer. But that's just brown ink, so you can see the different labels.
Yep. No, I think they came from.
I think they're from Germany.
Yes. And Mariah says she doesn't see them on Amazon. Yeah, I would have gone looking for the link.
I have seen them on Amazon UK.
Right.
But I don't normally shop very much on Amazon.com. Right. So I'm going to take this up and try and clean up the bottom there. And I'm going to put this aside to dry. Because what I want to do then is just tear around the dragons. But I don't want to do it while this is wet because it could end up with torn dragons. Okay. So that's that bit done. Oh, let me get out and wander away vaguely into the distance. Put this on a nice waterproof layout. Vacuum sheet. Right, so that's that. Now, I just want to clean this up a bit. I'll probably put something down on it. for a while to help it to soak up like a couple of sheets of this. Like that. There we go. So that was just with a piece of the Astro Brights card. And now I can just leave that, and I dare say I can use it again another time until it tears to bits. And that's that. Now, next thing I wanted to show you was, this is also to do with Naomi Giraffe. These. I've got the folder bit there, the bits that came with them. They are, the big one underneath is called Mariner's Jewel. There we are, All Things Medley collection. They're Azuri molds, silicone molds. And this one comes with a little attachment here, so that when it's done, you can put that through the holes and connect it all up together. Right? It's oven safe up to 464 Fahrenheit. It's freezer safe to minus 104 Fahrenheit. No idea why you'd want to put it in the freezer. Probably something to do with food and icing and things. Non-stick, no coating. But I've been spraying some Armor All into the other one. That's that one.
All right.
I'm just
I think those Cadence sprays are basically overseas. I don't find anything here for them. Porla just sent a link to Fran for one of the colors. That might help. Okay, I'm sorry, Fran. Go ahead.
What was I saying?
You were explaining the mold there, what you were working with.
I'm waiting on some silicone cups, measuring cups and things, which should be here tomorrow. And so that means that I won't have to keep trying to find something to mix the resin in. And I'm going to be using this resin, craft resin, A&B Crystal Clear. It's 1-to-1. So these 2 bottles it comes in, you don't have to worry about how much you pour in. You don't have to measure it quite that desperately. As some of the ones I've used in the past, you do need to put sort of 1% of this with 5% of that and all that sort of twash. So it comes with a little sticky, and it also comes with what I think is a pair of gloves, but I'm not entirely sure. Should have put those on before I started playing with the sprays. Oh well. But the idea is I'm going to use this. I found one table that's level, so I'll be able to put it on that table. I found a tray I can put over the top to stop dust getting at it while it hardens. It needs 24 hours. So I've got to wait 24 hours for it to cure.
So it's not a UV resin.
Well, no, it's not UV. No, it's just a time resin. It dries with cord in 24 hours.
So if you have to pick up that mold and move it, you don't want to do it until it's set a bit?
No. So what I will do at the very least is I will do it one of the last things in the evening, and then I'll leave it on the table with the tray over it, so there's nothing going to be coming up to it and knocking it. The dog will be with me, so it won't hurt it. So that's that one. That's the Mariner's Jewel.
Yeah. Mariah and anybody else, I think I did find these Cadence sprays on AliExpress, if anybody uses that.
Oh, I use that, but I didn't know that. Yeah. Interesting. Might get the ones I can't get anywhere else. Might get amethyst there. So these are a set of Joker cards, but they are called Faces of Darkness, the dark side. They're sort of skulls and things under the headdresses and crowns and whatever. That's a Joker. So you've got Jack, Queen, King, and you've got the separate icons.
Yeah, we're not seeing it with the black.
It's not black, it's green. But yeah, I know you're not seeing it. But
yeah,
can you see that? You can't see detail because you won't see that until I've put the resin in, the resin is cured, and then I can start painting it. So it will gradually reveal.
On the other side, is there?
No, there is. If you look, it was from Etsy, I think. So if you have a look, you can see. Just look up Zuri. Zuri. I think they're quite well known around the place. A very good quality.
Like Diane said, is there pictures on the packaging anywhere?
There is. They're so small you can't see them.
Oh, I see.
Look up for Zuri silicon mold Faces of Darkness. You'll find out what they look like. They're quite sparkly, those ones. So I'm really looking forward to trying those. It's exactly my kind of thing. Don't ask me what I want it for. I have no idea. It'll probably be some kind of journaly thing or some kind of set piece with, you know, something like a head or something like that. Some 3D piece of some sort. So I'm not going to put any more colour on these. I'm going to wait for that one to dry and see how it looks when I put it on Naomi. So I'm not doing any more to her at the moment until I've started putting some of those on. I might put some collage pieces on, like something like that. Some of that. Yeah. I'm doing some more of these because I think that's wonderful. And then again, I might not. I might just go with my original idea of the giraffe shapes, the giraffe pattern, or using that crackle, the brown crackle, to see if that works. But I've got to test which one it is. I've got to look back. I still haven't looked back. I've had so much happening lately. Got to look back at an old recording of mine to find out. So
Dan asked the question, I have never ordered from AliExpress. Has anyone else used them? I have, and I'm very happy with my purchase. I had to wait a while, and it actually occurred during the worst part of the pandemic. So yeah, it sat on a boat for a while. But once I found. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just saying I've ordered from AliExpress and I've ordered from Wish, and I found AliExpress are better at refunding you on things if something goes wrong. They don't make a fuss about it, whereas I found Wish was so fraught trying to get my money back when something. I ordered some stuff for making stencils for your nails, and I got a load of Japanese underwear for men. Instead, it's like, what? Yeah. I never ordered from Wish again, but I have ordered from AliExpress quite often. So.
Yeah, I have.
Whether you have a problem, because they're all individual shops, you see. It's just a platform. So in the similar way that Amazon is, but Amazon stock stuff as well. So.
Exactly. And yes, and remember that it's coming over from overseas.
China usually.
China. So yeah, it has to travel and go through customs and all that. And when I ordered mine, I ordered it just before basically customs shut everything down. And it was stuck over in LA, I believe, because it came into LA and it was stuck over there for like a month, I think, month and a half. So it was probably close to 2 months before I got my order. But I was prepared for that. After talking to Fran, I knew that it could take a bit of time. So
can take a while. I think they say something like 21 days, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, that's for about you in the UK.
Yeah. That's not counting COVID problems, because I stopped ordering during COVID. I don't know why, just too many other things happening, I think. Well, let's see what we've got here. This is what came in the post from some kind person or persons called P&M Artist Studios.
Wow, we know where that came from.
That's signed by Patricia.
I see that. You've got a lovely piece of art there.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow.
She sent me a little message. She says, "Thank you for entrusting your stencil babies to our care. I love using them and I think of you each time. Thank you for being you and hanging with us each week." So isn't that sweet? Yep. That's lovely. I do love that. That's really nice. So that's that.
Well, bring that back a
And then
minute. I want to see something. The bottom part of the card is multicolored. Oh,
yeah,
it's
that you
it's
can
strips from
strip
painting papers,
from a
isn't it?
braille off sheet, I think. Looks
Very
like a braille off sheet. Isn't it lovely? It gives it texture, so you can feel that.
Yep, and that's what I like.
Lovely.
Very nice piece.
And then there's these. There should be 3 of those. Where's the other one? There we go. So we've got Liquitex Tube Cadmium Red Medium, Liquitex Cadmium Red, Liquitex Scarlet Red, Liquitex Naphthol Crimson, and Golden Heavy Body Permanent Maroon. That's very dark for the permanent maroon.
Yes, it is.
It's quite thick though, so if you drag it out, it would be more like this bit of colour here. So if you do it thinner, that little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm distracted by the
swatch.
yellow on your knuckle.
Yeah, sorry. When I do a swatch, I try to drag it out really thin. So I've got. That's why I do the bigger ones, because I start at the top with a blob of colour, and then I drag some of it down to really thin, so that I can see how it looks when it's really thin. And there's Lucas Krill Vermilion. That's a lovely red. And I like that scarlet red there, though. Winsor & Newton Professional Perylene Red. I haven't got Perylene Red. I've got Perylene Maroon. Winsor & Newton Galeria Carmine. That's a gorgeous red. Winsor & Newton Galeria Permanent Rose. And Lucas Krill Carmine. Studio Fine Arts Carmine. Yes. I think that Naphthol Crimson is nice. And I do like that Perylene Red. It's a lovely, almost bloody red, that one. And then there's Amsterdam Expert Pyrrole Red. I think I've got some of that. Golden Fluid Cadmium Red Medium Hue. Don't think I've got that. Golden Fluid Quinacridone Red.
I've got some of that.
I don't think I've got that either. I've got a Quinacridone Red, but I don't think it's Golden Fluid. Quinacridone Magenta Golden Fluid. I've got that, definitely. Golden Fluid Quinacridone Crimson. I would want some of that. It's a lovely, look at that beautiful depth of colour in there, and the goodness. This is where it's been dragged out, and you can see that thinner film of colour. You see that?
I can. I like that one.
Yeah, I think that's a lovely, lovely colour with lots of possibility, that one. So those are gorgeous to look at. Thank you very much for those. That's wonderful. And then there's all these little packets. Look at these little packets. Packages everywhere. Another one down here. Just going nuts with the packages. Whoa! I don't. These are these bits that didn't quite cut properly. Yeah.
You know, every time I see that one, I love that one, and every time I see it, I think of onion rings.
Do you?
Well, before
it could also be a girl with some really wild hair in motion. Lovely.
Me.
This I'm loving this one. I am loving this one. This one is the moon crescents.
Yes,
that's one
of my favorites too. Yes. Hi, Lisa.
It's lovely.
Yes, Fran got happy mail from PM Artist Studio. You betcha.
It's wonderful. I love that one. I mean, I really like that one. It's just great. And there's some bits of it here. Look. Oh, I got a strip of it. Little strippy. Lovely. And one of these. That's the Shelley, isn't it? I think that's Shelley.
Hold it to the right a little bit, towards your, not up, down, and to, yeah, there you go, more centered. There you go. What is that one? What is that one from, Mariah?
I think it's pretty sure it's Shelley. Not Percy Bysshe, but Shelley. And then there's a bit more Shelley.
A bit more,
Bit more Shelley. Yeah, that's interesting, that one.
Fran loves the ones that don't make the grade, that don't come out correctly. These are the throwaways. Well, not all of them. Can't all of them be throwaways?
This is also not quite cut. I've cut some bits here to cut it
Oh,
more, but you can see where some bits have not cut. But I like that. I like that. It was just a loose bit with just a tiny little bit. It would have been flippy.
so
So I
that
just
previous one was Jelly Shelly.
yeah, and this is
Yeah.
aqueous effervescent. I think it's the small one. Yeah, I do like that one. Wonderful. And then this is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite.
Oh, the seahorse. Oh,
Seahorse,
stencil.
seahorse outsides. Isn't that marvelous?
Look at the little tendrils.
Wonderful. They're so fine and all sort of like dendritic bits coming off them. It's fabulous.
Neurons.
Fabulous. Ooh,
Like
I'm in love
neurons.
with those.
Sparks shooting out.
Yeah. I thought it's little frilly frundy bits, isn't it? And I'm not really sure what's in some of these. These
Wait,
are going to
there's
have
more?
labels. Yes. In these packets, there's just bitsies. Bitsy witties. So I can do Franken stenciling with these. Look, all these odd shapes. I've been collecting my own odd shapes. Most of mine are little tiny bits about that big. So yeah, this is gonna look at that lovely shape there. That's a nice piece. And putting them together, some of the other bits as well. So those are mostly oblongs. Those. So I think they've been put in as oblongs. In bits oblongs.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
And this one, oh, this has got some curly bits.
Not to mention that you love the bag.
Look at that. All these curly bits off various things, not all off crescents or anything, but curly bits off the outside of things. I mean, what's that come off of? Two little sort of horseshoes. It's amazing, isn't it? Wonderful. You could have such fun. I'm going to have such fun putting these together and doing things with them. They're all sort of curly bits, these ones. All the curls.
We've been here not quite an hour, about 45 minutes.
Really? Good Lord, already? Well, we started.
Yep. Well, we enjoy watching you get all excited and happy.
That's good.
Let's see. Yes, we are brewing. Yes, we are. Orla's, you tell him. Don't get too loud around here. He can just watch. We'll allow that. We let Brad in.
And this one is bits out of dinged up donuts. So there was one, a dinged up donut. I did something
these
to.
are the mini ones that you said remind you of. Oh, I can never say the name. Go ahead.
Ella Rara. Now I did something to one of them, but I it must be out somewhere. But I did something with it.
Deb C wants to know what glue will work for those baby bits.
Well, I'd use the fabric glue. Fabri-Tac, something like that.
Fabri-Tac, yeah, that is Yupo.
Yeah, Yupo.
So it'll glue, I'm sure. Like, well, you know what? Darcy would know. Darcy's the Franken Stencil queen. Hi, Brad.
So some of these have still got their innards, but they're nearly out, so I can get that out. But on one of them, I went and did a little bit of extra. I put some ears on one of the Ella-Raras. Sorry. Oh, somewhere there's one of these with some Ella-Rara ears cut into it, but I don't know what I've done with it. I was going to show you.
You know what they remind me of? The one you just had in your hand reminds me of the little... Okay, this is dating myself, but I used to listen to 45s, and to put them on the record player, you had to put that little circle in the middle so it would stay on the spindle.
Oh, yes. You had a piece like that with a sort of 3-prong bit with a hole in the middle, and you had to fit that into the back into the record, as it were, in order to play those ones.
Yep.
Yep.
I think what the name of that thing is, but yep, that's what it reminds me of.
I think there might have been something written there, but I can't read it.
Patricia?
Which old blow? No, maybe it's just come off that.
Maybe it's from that, yeah. Well, if they
so
want
one of the other ones, not the one that comes out, but the actual cut impression has got some ears.
Mariah says rabbit ears, bunny ears. Yes, the 45s. Portland knows what I mean. Whatever that little yellow.
Yeah.
Usually yellow, a little plastic disc that you had to put in there so it would stay on the spindle on the phonograph.
Oh, look! There's part of a seahorse. Little part of a seahorse. Just a little bit. Lovely. Lovely. There we go, little bits.
So it doesn't take much to make Fran happy. Just scraps.
But I'll tell you what would make me even happier one day would if we get one of those pieces that has been used and used and used and has got a build-up of the most gorgeous rusty-looking paint on it.
Yep.
That would be wonderful.
Yep.
That's what I would like.
And a lovely card.
And we can play with those big ones for a bit. So let's see what we can come up with. So I've got a little Dojima Firkin. Little Dubry Firkin.
Dubry Firkin.
Dubry Firkin. Yeah.
I look at that and I think carnival, Ferris wheel, carnival rides.
Yeah, it is quite sort of party time, isn't it? But I like it as my cover for that.
Happy day. Thank you, Mariah, from me for making Fran's day. I enjoy hearing her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to try a bit of that, I think, maybe. And perhaps a bit of the aqueous effervescence as well. That would be nice. So I've got some permanent violet dark there. But I was liking what I was doing the other day with those combos. So I'm going to use a little bit of this turquoise as well.
Mariah sends you a bunch of virtual hugs.
Oh, thank you. Hug back.
Party lines on telephones. 1 ringy-dingy, 2 ringy-dingies. Diddly doo-dar, thingamy, what's it? Fran will know.
No idea.
Well, I think it's right up there with Dubry Firkin.
Dubry Firkin, yeah. Very likely. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm going to get a sheet on from the other side of me. Oh, I've got two together. We want one sheet of that there.
You got it, Anne. I remember all that.
I'm just putting the cable out of the way. It was just hanging down for a minute there. Got to get some nice little, they're nice little hands, aren't they? Tendrils and hands.
Yeah, there wasn't, if you used the phone way back in the day, there wasn't 911. It wasn't implemented yet. Hi, Kelly 4.
I think that's about enough. I think I've about caught everything I can. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Okay.
Porla says, what I said earlier, diddly doodar and thingamy what's it are things you're trying to describe but have no idea what to call them.
Yep.
Yep.
Dewberry cooking. Yeah, definitely.
Or
So,
mom would say a whatchamajigger or a thingamajig.
thingamajig.
Yeah,
Yep.
thingamajig. Look at that. I love when you do that.
My dad used to say to me was, "Oh, we had one of those, but it lost its front wheel as it ran down the hill and got away."
I love when you do the registration back like that. It always turns out so pretty.
Well, we'll have to see what this one's going to turn out like. I mean, you can see what it might turn out like.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing you use such a purple, so yeah, the overhead light is giving you such a glare.
Okay.
Thank
Is that better?
Oh,
Okay.
now look at it. That's a whatchamacallit. Yeah,
The thingamabob. Yes.
thingamabob. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing you use that much purple.
Oh, it's come really good. Look at that. It's coming off quite quick. And I've still got a little bit of print left
Okay,
back there.
Sharon, you have a
Oh,
good day.
that is good. Look at that. And I've got lots of lovely selling as well. I do like that. I do like that.
And it goes perfect with the stencil you used.
Yeah. I think I'm going to use some green.
Hi, Marianne. Doomajigger. Yeah, that's Mom used to say. Doomajigger or whatchamajigger or she had weird sayings. What's for dinner? Cats to make kittens britches. I have no idea what that meant, and I didn't want to eat dinner that night.
No.
Or it
Well, I've
was
got a neon here. I'm going to have a play with that.
oh,
Just because I can.
or what's for dinner? And she'd say Kellicky and Zelly. I have no idea what that was. Look at that. Sell up on your plate. Very cool. I mean, I would have thought these colors would have turned to mud, and you just.
What's that noise?
I don't know. Your camera?
Have you got a going there or something?
Nope.
There's a sort of ticking noise.
I know.
Can you hear it? You can hear it.
Yeah, I hear it. It's like.
I'm going to do this again.
I have nothing. It makes me think it's your camera trying to stay focused.
I don't think so. It doesn't normally make a noise.
Okay, I'm going to go mute and you tell me if you still hear it.
Okay. Nope, don't hear it. Suddenly stopped. So it's something at your end. Hey, no you don't. Oh, the dog has opened the door and disappeared. Ian shut the door and shut him in here, and he's just run off.
It could be my camera occurring. My camera has been acting up.
Oh, it stopped. It stopped. Let's start it again.
Yeah, it's back and forth. I don't know why, but I'll tell you what I'll do.
What?
You hear it now?
Yeah.
You do still hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, because I turned my camera off. Now I know my neighbor is just outside. I'm up against two walls, and my neighbor is just outside mowing. Hi, Janet. Welcome.
Might be a mower.
So I'm not hearing it now, but
no, it stopped. Yeah.
I'm betting it's more my camera acting up, and I don't know why. Look at that! Wow.
The greeniness is really nice. I like that. Lovely. Lovely. Let's look at the other side. What have we got? Nice. Oh, we've got some nice definition on the seahorse shapes there.
You know, what
Lovely.
color is that? Because that might be a good color that I want to use when we were talking about getting away from the turquoise and more of a green.
Yeah. Well, that's Sailor Green, blue shade.
Okay.
It's a
Wow.
golden color. It's transparent. And I used Deco Art Crafters acrylic neon, so it doesn't have to be golden. Just find a phthalo green blue shade.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
I think I have some in the Amsterdam.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Teresa
I'm
says
getting
it's not my
something here.
camera. It's her old bones clacking together. It's probably my old bones. My knuckles hurting.
Well, I'm leaving quite a bit behind there. So do you think I should pull that, or should I let that sit for a bit?
Let that sit for. It won't take long. You've got another plate.
Yeah, I've got others. I have loads.
Can you do something with the jelly felly?
Yes, certainly can.
I like that. I want to see how that pulls out. How you do that.
Well, that's the next one, because I do get a bit zeroed in on a stencil, don't I? Okay. These are lovely now, though, aren't they? What lovely colours. Right, we'll do some jelly. In which case, let's do some iridescent gold fine first. Yes, iridescent gold. Oh, I've got to shake that one.
Well, Paula, the thing is, right, Mariah. What you see on the camera here, what you see on the screen, is not necessarily true colors, but the calibration of your monitor can make a difference. Just the lighting could make a difference. What Fran sees is always so much better than what I get to see.
There's something blocking the way, so I'm going to open this.
Here's a question from, or a comment from Anne that you need to think of. She says, I have been asked to create an art piece that looks foreboding and creepy. Right up your alley. Would love to hear ideas for painting fog onto a dark background. And I already have an idea, but I want to hear what you say.
Fog. Well, I would use some shades of grey. I would use there's also Lindy's do some nice colors, spray colors in some various there's a midnight black, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called, with they call them weird names, like there's an orange called Hag's Wart Orange, but there's the darker ones. I'll have to look them up, see what I can find.
Both Janets are here. I'm feeling so special. Both Janet Baum and Janet Nash are here. Woohoo!
I want to add some other little colours. I'm going to add a little bit of this turquoise.
Well, Anne says you and Anne need to talk, because Anne says dark and creepy isn't her norm. What I was thinking of is if she's got a dark background and wants to give it a foggy look, couldn't you use an off-white wash?
You could, yes,
over
that's
whatever color you have down, whatever.
Another thing you could use would be a trees stencil, winter trees stencil, and that can create some nice spooky looking stuff. You know, have your scene and then put some spooky trees around the edge. You can do that.
I don't know. I was looking at what you're painting there, and you're getting cells already. It's like, cool. Oh, man.
I want something else, so I'm going to use this strip as well. Right.
Thank you, Janet. I appreciate my girls being here today. And by my girls, I say Teresa and Janet. These are ladies. When I first started coming into doing all of this, these ladies all welcomed me and embraced me. And I remember that. The distress spray in white could do the trick. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a muted white,
See, I was thinking about one of those Lindy sprays because it's a dark colour, but it's got shimmer with it. And that would help give a spookiness to it. You won't need to use a lot of that, but that's one of the options. I mean, there's quite a lot of different colours, different brands that make something similar, I'm sure.
Oh, Diane has it. She says she's had good luck using a good quality sea sponge with various shades of gray and white. I forgot about sea sponges.
Yeah. I tissue in a similar manner, just spotting on with tissue. If you remember the texture, what were they called? Designer finishes.
Yes.
Yeah, those. I used a piece of tissue to just put some speckles of this sort of tealy colour onto a background surface.
Well, that's how I did these clay book cover pieces. Is I kept going back and watching your video, and I used a kitchen paper towel to dauber on. It ended up though that I'm like, well, I like that, so I got heavy-handed with my finger. I wanted it dirty and grungy, and
that's what I do, and I've had to try and restrain myself from doing that. That one I did without following any instructions. That was more restrained, that one.
Oh,
because I knew I was going mad doing things and not according to the instructions.
But I think these are fine. These are what I wanted. I wanted them to look not just aged, but dirty. You know, like I just dug them up out of a junkyard.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm going to put that one away for a bit. We'll have a look at that in a minute. I want to have another try with those moons. Crescenty seas. I'll come back to that in a mo. Now that I've knocked all the paints off. Ooh. So let's take this bit of card I've got as a protector off here. Cover plate. And let's try and get some of these a bit further back so that I can actually get the thing completely on. That's better. So I'll lift this up a bit so you can see more what I'm doing. I think I want to use a different gold. I've used that gold. I want to try, not raw sienna, no. What else have I got there?
Yeah, lots of great ideas. Lots of input there, Anne.
How about, let's try something with some pewter. Why not? Because.
Get your notebook out, Anne, and write this stuff down because I don't know if the chat will be here when we come back on replay.
Yeah, sometimes chat is there and sometimes it isn't, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that.
What is scumbo?
I'm going to add a little bit of copper to this. Just a little bit.
Okay. You're going crazy here.
And I'm also going to add, this is a big plate, so I reckon I can get away with it for a bit.
That's very
a little bit of the black, copper. A little bit of the Stuart Semple black, and I'm going to whiz that up in the
vortex.
Vortex, yeah. Make sure it's had a little bit of a mix. Oh, seems to be something poking out, so I don't want that dropping on there. It's hard. Don't want a lot of that, just a little bit around the edges. So this could be spooky.
Yeah, right, Mariah. Sometimes immediately the chat isn't available. It doesn't become available till.
Sometimes I can't find it at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back and have a look and go, oh, this is the one I couldn't find the chat.
What colors you have used here. Talk about getting creepy.
Yeah, that certainly is.
I need to post pics of my Halloween box that I made last year about this time. I already showed it to Sharon.
I'm just going to cut this a bit because I don't want the sharp edges.
Right. Fran, I don't think Fran pays attention if she's turned it off or on.
What?
When you send the replay to YouTube, you don't. That's in your settings that you can have the chat on or off to go with it.
Oh, no. Well, that could be just my fault then, not knowing that.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm going to put them.
But that's why I say if you're here or if you don't see chat, all these wonderful ideas for Anne, get your notebook out and write it down. Wow.
I think I'm going to use that one up there just because it'll fill the space. And this one down here.
That's creepy eyes looking at me.
There we go. Right.
That's creepy eyes looking at me, Fran.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Peering through the fog. Oh, that's not big enough. Right. I've got a bigger sheet here. I'll just have to unfold it.
And just as a tip, when I write notes from streams, if there's something I'm making a note of that I want to remember to refer back to, I also put it that it's Fran stream, the date, and at least part of the title so I can easily find the stream later. I do the same thing with Sharon, and I watch Mariah, I watch Carrie, I watch Darcy. If there's anything in there that
that's something I could have done with knowing when I first started watching streams, because the number of times I couldn't figure out where it was I'd seen something. Yeah. And I got these loose, not very helpful notes explaining I could remember what I liked about it from the notes, but could I find it again? No.
Yeah. Well, that's like I watched Devin. Well, Saturday's hop, I haven't even finished it all, and I'm like, I need another notebook. I've got ideas. But Saturday's hop, I mean, this eclectic evolution, y'all good. Everybody that was in that was just like fantastic so far, what I've seen. And I haven't seen it all yet.
I haven't seen any of it yet.
Oh, you have to watch them. It was outstanding, some of the ideas that just to think of the evolution of doing something. I was intrigued watching some of it. And I just showed Sharon my Halloween box. I will get pictures or a short video for you guys. It was fun.
Oh. And this one off. Get it? Yep. Put that back on.
It was Mariah. You guys come up with such great ideas for hops. And I'm thinking my Halloween box that I made last year would have been great for the hop.
Okay. There we go.
There you go.
Tap it down on the bits we want, and then we'll have a look at one of the other ones that we've just done.
That's a great idea, Carrie. Sure. Not everyone knows how to do screenshots and where to put them. But
I find myself taking a screenshot and then removing or zeroing in on something or adding extra bits at the side or taking bits away and then taking another shot and going, no, I didn't like that. I don't like that bit there. It helps you compose what you're doing.
But it's techie work. It's tech work. You have to know how to do screenshots. I use the 3 keys: the Windows key, the Shift key, and the S key, and that takes a screen well, that brings up the snippet, and then I can crop to whatever size I want.
Right, gonna put this one away for a bit. Let's just have a brief look at the back. Oh, I think that's going to be interesting. I think that's going to be really interesting. Look at that.
Yeah,
I like that. We've got more black over here. We've got more of the copper showing through in places. That's going to be great. I'm loving that. Whoa. And I like the cells around the eyes here. I hadn't thought of them as eyes, but yes. Now that you mention it, they do look like eyes.
Creepy eyes.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this one, see if we've got anything here yet.
You know, Carrie, I should do that. I do a snippet shop, and then I post it in. I have a Paint Shop Pro, and I'll post it in there because Photoshop doesn't like me to paste it in there. So I have Paint Shop Pro, an old version, and then I'll go save it where I want. I need to set up a library like you have where it's automatic to it. Look at those colors. Oh, Fran, that's underwater beauty.
Isn't that nice?
That's beautiful. Look at the, like I said, I'm not used to seeing you use purple. Wow.
Can't remember. Isn't it nice? I think it might have been, no, it wasn't that. I think it was the permanent violet dark. I don't know. It might not have been. I know I used a bit of the phthalo shade. Oh, I used this. That's what I used.
Neon blue.
Yeah, neon blue. Yeah. But there were some traces of purple left from before, so it might have been the dioxazine.
Mm-hmm. Turn it 180 degrees. Oh man, that's underwater. That's no, you went too far. No, you went too far. Or 90 degrees.
You said 90 degrees. I mean 90 degrees. That's 90 degrees.
I don't do math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be interesting to use that or to have a big one of that and use it and then put those on top or even put those on first and then put those on. I might have a go at that. I think I've got a bigger one of those from before. From when he sent me some photos. Yeah.
And right, it's like the Caribbean. Okay, what do we got here?
This is delicate. This is delicate. Ooh. Didn't quite catch that last little bit, but it's got everything now. That is intriguing. Now that needs the white underneath it. Where to put the white? Here we are.
Now what did you do there?
That was Iridescent Gold Fine by Golden. And that was the Turquoise by Deco Art. Vintage Effect Wash. So it's the effect. Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Well, I see some remnant stencil marks. I'm just not sure what I don't remember. Oh, I know what you put down there. Okay, never mind.
So I got the Shelley.
Yeah.
I think there's Shelley there. Was it Shelley I used? I think it was Shelley. It's a lovely pattern for this sort of colour. I must have another go with that. It's lovely.
Yes, it is.
Lovely. It's really delicate though. Right. So, it's a delicate one. Let us see if I can get what I suggested. We'll start with that. And let me see if I've got it here. Let me put Naomi away because she's sitting on top of the box of stencils.
So what is the name of the stencil with the bubbles? Is Mariah still here?
Sorry?
The stencil you're going to use?
It's Aqueous Effervescence.
Okay, all right.
Aqueous Effervescence.
I have to get... My bad.
I think it will be in this one. Let me have a look. Although again, it might not.
So I'm going to put the link for the shop
I got my ones.
for everybody.
No, that's mine.
This is the
Let me get
shop
another
that you can get these stencils. Now, keep in mind that what Fran's showing is probably leftovers and unusable stencils for PM Artist Studio. So you're not going to see exactly what she has. She's got the bits. Carrie has a question. She
This
says,
one is almost complete. That's the aqueous effervescence. It's only got some little bits that aren't quite there. But I've got another one of that somewhere.
yeah.
I'm just having a look.
So Carrie Griffiths has a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you have any metallic sheens in your Deco Art texture finishes, the packs, the designer finishes from a few weeks ago?
Yep. Yep. Metallic finishes. Yes, definitely. There was tin. There was brass. There was
Aluminium.
silver, aluminium. Yep. I thought so.
You didn't. What was the one I was looking at that you said you didn't get? The
that I don't know.
oh, I know. I know. Stick to what. Oh, there you go. I knew you had a bigger one.
Yep. I'm just trying to make sure I don't crush the edge of the stencil when I put the lid back on the box. Because that would be.
Thank you for being here. Bye. Oh, I didn't say hi to Xandra. Hi, Xandra.
Somebody going?
Yeah.
Lisa. Bye-bye, Lisa.
Lisa's got to go.
Thanks for popping by. So I'm going to use this one, I think.
And you have
That's the
your.
one. This is the small aqueous effervescence, and it's 9x12. And this is the bigger one, which I think I did at a smaller size because I wanted to get all of it on the plate. It might be the 7 by. Let's have a look.
So
I have a cooler somewhere.
So Carrie wondered how those designer finish metallic sheens would look on these, as they're very transparent, he thinks.
Well, this is very transparent.
Well, yes, it was.
That works well. Let me see what I've got available here today. I've got tin. I've got silver. They're all hiding at the back. What else have I got? I was looking at them earlier, so I know they're around here somewhere.
Rusted metal.
Nice blue. That's one of the sets, but you don't get a rusted metal color. You get colors to make rusted metal.
Yeah, aged wrought iron.
One, I think,
is a
brass, vintage brass, like that one.
Wrought iron, aged wrought iron. Oh, salt wash beach. Did you get that one?
Yep, that's got these sort of colors in it. Not that one. These sort of colors in it. Like the Bahama blue and sea aqua. I don't know that both of those come in the same one. I think they come in two different sets. But that's some of the colors that come with it.
Wrought iron, rusted steel, aged.
But at the moment, what you can find are these three.
Okay.
Silver, tin, and vintage brass.
Okay.
I'd have a go with the vintage brass. I must just have a little drink and a puff. I'm starting to cough. So if you could just sort of hum a tune for a moment.
Okay. La, 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 la. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. But you can be happy if you've a mind to. All you gotta do is put your mind to it. Knuckle down, buckle down. Do it, do it, do
That's okay. You can stop now.
it.
Right, I'm going to give this a go then. This vintage brass. We'll see what happens.
Think twice before you ask me to do that again.
Oh yeah. So I'm going to try the vintage brass, but I'm thinking of what I did before. So I'm also going to use. Where's the one I was just looking at? Just showing you. Now, I've done the turquoise. Where's it? I had two in my hand a moment ago. What have I done with them? Come on. What have you done with them? Where have you put them?
They're right in front of you. You probably you moved stuff around so because you were looking, so they're probably just right behind you. Then
Yes, there they are, over there.
I'm like Pete. You're
So it's got
painting.
sea aqua and Bahama blue. I think I'm going to use sea aqua just because I don't want poop gold. No, not today. Ooh, that's a rather a lot.
Oh, that's yeah. You might want to put some of that back in the bottle. Suck it back up.
I'll suck some of it back up, but I don't know if I made the right mess.
You
Oh well,
let's
see
scrape
what
it up
happens
with
with the right mess. God,
Wow.
we are going to get a couple of pulls off this before we get anything decent.
Yeah, you need a piece of tissue paper to do a gentle pull. Okay, Colleen, thank you for being here.
Let's do this one first. Piece of tissue. I just cut a piece off. Good, we'll have that.
Gentle pull. Wait.
Oh yes, I was going to do gentle pull, wasn't I? Whoops. Okay. Sorry.
That's all right. You left enough down there.
Right. So if I pull this, now I've got something else on there already. Yes.
Well, now I thought you were going to. Now, here's what I thought. Bear with me. I thought you were going to put your seahorses down in some way and then do a layer over that and then and pull the seahorses up.
Yeah.
Or rather,
I
put
was.
the seahorses down and put the effervescent over the seahorses and then do your pull.
Probably. Too late now. Where did the seahorses go? What did I do with you, seahorses? What have I done with you? Have you gone?
To the right underneath the.
Well, I've got a Nautilus I can put. Where's the seahorses gone? Come back, seahorses. Always forget them. No, the shambles has become disastrous. I've lost the seahorses.
They're not under the tissue paper there?
No, I had to look there first.
I don't know how you do it. You have like a 3x3 space and you lose things all the time.
Yeah.
They're not under your brayer sheet.
Yes, it's stuck to a stenciled sheet.
There you go.
Really ought to cut that, you know. Really ought to cut that.
You want to play?
Scissors. Give them a bit more form. And that one. So I'm just cutting around it a bit. Not a lot. Because they're quite close together and they've broken there, so they're not a complete
Oh, I thought you were
field.
going to separate them.
No, they're not. There. And then I can do a little bit on the back, like
Watch
this.
out, you got your scissors a little close to my eyes there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't blink. It'll be the last thing you see.
Well, actually, yeah, move my face away from the monitor a bit, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Right, so now we've done that. I'm not going to do them the other way around, just to see. So, I'm going to use a blue. So I'm going to use Sailor Blue Green shade. Just a bit. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Might need a bit more for that end in a minute. And I'm going to use some of this Ice Blue Deco Art Dazzling Metallics. Why? Why not? I do whiz these both ways round, like that way round and that way round, to make sure I'm giving it a decent shake. Take the little goober off.
Did I see the post on? I haven't been over there. Facebook has been holding back on me the last couple weeks, so I'm not getting to see everything. I'll go look, Teresa.
Just get this Shelley off the brayer off sheet and do a bit more brayering off with all that excess stuff that I left lying about.
I look at Facebook right now, and all I've got is the blue wheel going round and round and round. So,
Oh
well,
dear.
you know what? I've got better things to do than worry about it. It's on their end, not mine. Boy, you really saturated that.
Didn't I?
Yeah. You need another piece of tissue and do a little gentle pull. Or
Yep.
you're going to have a blobber there. Or your palette knife. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, palette knife probably.
To pull that off. Yeah. There you go. Mostly just where the other tissue paper is. It was really heavy. And now you can, there you go.
That up. And
Whoa.
on that colour. Back down. There you go. Right. Oh, wasn't I supposed to be putting the seahorses down?
I'm not saying anything.
Now then.
Yeah, you're all right.
I've got some impression there.
Yeah. Yeah, you just blobbed it out, didn't you? Oh,
I got panicky when it blobbed out and I forgot what I was doing.
yeah.
That happened.
That's all right. It happens.
Well, we'll lift this up and we'll call that quite a nice background. A beginning. That's quite nice. That first bit came up quite nice.
Yeah, I agree.
There's we can use those dazzling metallics.
Well, you could actually take the one with the gold and the turquoise or whatever, and now go put your do a second pull over that.
Yep. Yeah, certainly could. I'm just going to go over this a bit more with a light bit, and I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to put that back down on there, like that.
Okay, Mariah.
And I'm going to get the big aqueous effervescence.
Yeah.
Put that on well, and then I'm going to get a piece of tissue from over here, a giant piece of tissue. No, I don't want a giant bit. Give me a small bit. Oh, this might. No, that's fine. That's good. I thought that was rice paper for a moment, but no, it isn't. I was going to make some seahorses, and then P&M came up with some seahorses, so I didn't. I went off on a different tangent. I have got some seahorse, little tiny seahorse, very simple seahorse stencil.
Yeah.
Could use, but I don't know where they are.
What you got there? Oh. Yeah, I was going to say that one's going to be rough too. There you go. Oh, you're so smart.
It might not have worked. Don't count your chickens yet.
Well, this is how we learn. This is how we become Mad Frankie, and we learn.
That's a bit smoother. Now that may need to wait a while.
Yeah, I think so.
May not do anything at all. We've got a bit of the Nautilus there, but I don't. Oh yes, there's the seahorse, but it's not so prominent. I might have to go over that again. Another way that I do now and then is to do that. I'll do it on this other one. Hang on a minute. Show you what I mean. Let me put this down. Cut these two apart.
Diane.
I'm going to cut this one here.
Yeah.
Because I'll do it on this one. Another way of getting what we were talking about when everything else has failed because you forgot what you were doing. Like me.
Well, layers. You always say layers.
Yeah, layers.
So if it doesn't turn out well the first time, let it dry and come back and P does wonderful things with, and Carrie has a video. Go watch Carrie's stream where he sorted his out. The ones that were done, the ones that need a little more work, and the ones that needed a lot more work.
Right. This has quite a bit of paint on the brayer. So if I do that, may not print out perfectly, but I get a bit of something. And I can do another one up there. And this time I need some more paint because I've used it all. So I'm going to put a bit on here.
Yeah, put it on your brayer off sheet and roll through it.
That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do.
Oh, and I agree. The video that Carrie made that with the painted papers, what come back and look at them and rethink them, add or not. I mean, that whole thing is one that I will go back and watch again. Excellent ideas. And I did truly, Carrie, I did truly enjoy your story and how
there you go.
Now that came out really nice.
So let's have a go with. I haven't heard this story. I'm going to have to go and watch loads of things everybody's done.
Well, how he got to cake baking and where it's taken him, and
I'm going to do another one down here.
Right, Teresa, the die cut of the sticky back foam is right up your alley. You see, this is a really open stencil, so you're not getting
And I'm not pressing the whole of the brayer down because I don't really want it up here.
right.
So I'm just, I am now, but before I wasn't. I was just trying to get it just on the seahorse and not on the gaps. So, not too bad. Not too bad.
In the
The other
middle.
way, once you've got all that ink on it, is to pop it down over there, turn it round to do that, get a dry brayer, and there you are.
The one, oh, now that did come out.
Yeah.
The one on the bottom left before you went over it, it actually made me think of a squirrel with the tail up.
Okay. An underwater squirrel. Okay.
Oh yeah. He drowned it.
Now I've dunked that in the pool of ink down there, paint down there, and I'm doing it like that.
And that's
I'm
what I
gonna
would
do
do. Like, instead of brayering, use a sponge and dauber the paint in there instead of the brayer. But I don't think you have a sponge or anything like that handy dandy.
No.
There you go.
Oh, there was a bit of the thing, treasure in the way. But never mind, that's quite good. Look at that. It's picked up the point of that aqueous effervescence as if that's the eye. Isn't that good? I think I'm going to do another one.
Okay, and then you got to come back and pull that other sheet.
Yes, I got to pull the other sheet. That's very faint, but I can go over that another time. But that's another way to get impressions. So yeah, and of course, don't forget you can use something like that with stencil butter, and then you've got a stamp. And when you're doing that with the stencil butter, you could make a little hole where the eye goes, and any other marks you want to make for the segments, you could do that if you wanted. Of course, the other way is to get the actual seahorse stencil from P&M Artist Studio. The mask part.
Thank you, Janet. Yeah, all kinds of thumbsies, upsies. Thank you.
I've got two to pull here. I've got this one, which is just, I think, a mess.
Well,
it's not a mess.
It's not bad. It looks scaly. It looks bubbly. It's the start.
Yeah. And we've got the Nautilus there, so I can always print over that if I want to.
Yep.
That would be nice. And there's the two seahorses across it. So, yeah, definitely something there. Something to build upon. And then there's that one we've been waiting for, the really atmospheric one, we hope. Let's see. I will raise this up because it's a big one. Can you see it all?
I can see it all. I'm
Oh, we're not getting all of it. Some of it's left behind, but that will be good.
Put it back down and leave it longer.
No, I've still got a good, decent print. I can get a second one off that then.
Okie dokie. Oh, this is all creepy. We like it. Whoa.
Very good. Oops, I just put gel plate to gel plate. They are stuck. I'm going to do that, separate these two now, or they'll never come up. There we go. The big gel plate over landed on the little one.
Ah.
Oh. So.
I see the eyes on this one. I see.
Yep.
I see the moons. The crescents.
Crescents, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got a little bit of the shelly jelly here, and we've got the crescent strip there, and we've got the urchin flower showing up quite nicely there.
I love this paper.
And that's two things where you put the color down, put the stencils on, put the paper down, then raise the paper, remove stencils from one end, lay it back down, and do the same the other end. So you've got a partial register.
Yep.
And that way you get the ink that's on the back of the stencils to come off on your print as filling in all the white spaces that you had.
Yep.
I think that's marvelous. That's quite spooky. So pewter is a good one for that. But it's shiny, so if you want shine, that's quite good. A grey would be good. You could mix a grey quite easily. Oh, perhaps not with this bluey hands. And the black is brilliant. This Stuart Semple black is brilliant because it gives you quite a decent amount of selling.
Yes, I remember.
That's just lovely. That and the copper. I might try one with the black and the copper together without the pewter, or perhaps with a grey. We have got some greys. We've got Payne's grey, but it's quite dark.
I'd like to see that with a bit more contrast.
Yeah. Well, you can put other things on top.
Yes.
You see how there's all this dendritic shapes going on around here. You could do something like that for a stencil for trees and the edges of a wild wood. Couldn't you?
I'm going to make a suggestion. Mute yourself and go have a good cough.
I'm going to need to and take some Ventolin.
Yes, go take your...
So I think I'm done for today.
You think?
Hopefully I'll have some resin stuff to show you next time. Maybe Wednesday, possibly Monday, depending on what else is happening and who's coming to see us. So, okie dokie, this is it for today. Let's bring Violet back so we can say bye-bye.
Oh,
Violet.
Wait, hold on. I'll bring my camera back.
Well done.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Hello. Bye-bye, everybody. Hi, Candy, Janet, Lisa. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Both Janets. Wonderful.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.